I've just done a full vlog and realised that it wasn't switched on. That's how tired I am. One day off a week. This is week 4 of a gruelling job, and this is probably one of the most gruelling jobs I've done. It's gruelling because I'm on 3 nights a week call out, and I do 9-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts, and it's intensive cleaning, caravan cleaning and reception work. And the reception work is very much up here, and I am crap at reception work. I'll just be... I'm not going to put myself down, because I think under the circumstances I've done great, because it's not something I normally do. And I had 1 week's training and then got left alone in the shop, and I get bombarded with phone calls, people walking in, shop as well, because I've got to do the till there, keep an eye on stock control and all this lot, keep cleaning, water the plants outside, mop the floors, it's a lot of work, right? It's one of those jobs where you feel like they're really getting the money out of you. It's till November, so it's a seasonal job, but it's one of those jobs where they know they've only got you for a few months, so it's let's get as much as possible out of them. It's £8 an hour minimum wage, less than minimum wage, because it's now £8.21. The pitch is free, so they say, but actually it's not, because you actually work for that by being on call out and getting less than minimum wage, so it's not a good deal. The people are nice. The couple we work with, I really like them. The job itself I do not like. I do not like it. I'm sorry, I don't. And I don't want to come back next year, because it's gruelling. And even when it goes part-time, it's still 6 days a week. So you don't have, like, enough time to go and do something and explore, you know. So, like, today we've got a day off, and I was wanting to reupholster the settee. But how do I do that when we've only got 1 day off, and we've got to take the dogs to the beach, because you've got to make it up to them. Then we've got to go shopping for loads of stuff, because we need things like, I need shoes, we need new phones, because I've broken my phone, and we've got a lot of things to do, and that's like a day of catch up. And then obviously food and stuff, shopping. So you don't have time to do your projects. And then, like, tomorrow I'm on 10:30 till 6:30. You get half an hour break, and then we're on call out. So at 6:30 I take the key home and the pager, and I'm on call out till the next day till 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I start on Friday, start at 8 o'clock in the morning. So to me it feels like you're doing, like, it feels like 26-hour shifts, and it's awfully tiring, and it's knackering. I don't like it. I think next time I'm going to try and apply for jobs that are just cleaning, just toilet cleaning. I don't care if I'm just a toilet cleaner. It's hard work, this. Seasonal jobs are hard, notoriously hard, because they've got to get their money's worth out of you, because they're only open 8 months of the year or whatever. So it's like, let's get 12 months work out of you in 8 months, if that makes sense. You really are running to the ground with these jobs, and the older you get, the more knackering it gets. I actually found, working in the hotel, one of my last jobs, I was doing 40 hours a week, and I found that less tiring doing 1 o'clock till 9 o'clock 5 days a week. I found that all year round, and I found that less tiring than this, because I could get 4 weeks holiday in a year on that job. On this one, we're working till November, and then we have to secure a job straight away for winter, otherwise we're screwed. So if we do a run on from this job straight to another, we don't even get the holiday. So you're not getting your 4 weeks holiday a year, unless you got the chance to save, and we haven't had, because a couple of months ago I was living in a house, wasn't I, in Lochgoilhead. Speaking of which, I got a phone call last night from the housing in Scotland saying they have a house for us. Sorry, a flat, 2-bedroom flat. And I know exactly whose it was because he told me he was going to be leaving, and they've offered it us. But oh my God, it's just too much. And we sat down and had to talk about how we'd cope with it, because you go from one end of the country to the other into a house, and we've got no furniture because we're living in a caravan. We'd have to completely buy new furniture, carpets, curtains. That's extortionate, and we don't have the money because we haven't had a chance to save money. So on top of that, you've got rent, council tax bills. And you know, when I was thinking about it, I said, I actually don't think I can ever rent an house again, because I resent paying the money. It would take one person a full-time wage just to keep the place, and another person a full-time wage to keep you in comforts, like maybe having a nice car or holidays, or try and save some money. But certainly the cost of living is so extortionate, I don't want to afford it anymore. In that sense, I don't want to work full-time to give my money away to somebody else to end up living hand to mouth. So the decision's been made for me. When you leave the rat race, you can't go back. The door closes behind you and you are done. And the sheer thought of paying rent to somebody now just makes me feel angry. And I don't want to pay council tax because it's not a legal requirement, but I don't want the fight. And you would have to constantly fight them. And same with utilities, it's all a scam, and do you know what, I don't want to do it. So the decision's been made for me by refusing to take part in what you'd call normal life. So I am stuck in these kinds of jobs until I can save up enough money to buy my own land. And we've been doing a lot of research, and if you can buy your own land, you actually don't need a special licence to have tents in your and rent out on a campsite. It's all very different to caravan parks. So all we need is our own land. We're under an oak tree, and the acorns keep dropping on the caravan roof. We've got the awning. The caravan's a tip right now because it gets a tip in 5 minutes if you don't keep it clean. And I've got a man who's got a workshop in the awning, 2 dogs, and not enough time to do anything. So I'm going to get off and put this on now, because I've got 5 days unlimited data on my phone for £5, but that's as good as it gets. And then I'll go a few days without any data, and then I'll have to top up again and put some more on. And so I have to wait for the deals to come through on that one. So that was just the basic catch up. I'm going to go now and put this on because we've got a busy day ahead of us and I've got a lot to do. So bye bye for now.